Keys. Hold on. Hey, this is Rick Keys, Rick Keys Music Caravan. And yes, you're in Rick Keys country. And we have a very special guest on the show today. His name is Tinsley Ellis. And since you don't have his picture, I'm going to hold up this CD of him. That's Tinsley Ellis on his brand new release, Naked Truth. How you doing, Tinsley?
Doing great, heading your way, and very excited about seeing everybody again.
Oh, I heard you're heading to Coach House. That's on the 13th, this Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. Have you heard is it sold out?
Gosh, I don't know yet. I'm pretty sure there's still tickets. It's an awful big place.
Okay, well, this will help in case anyone hasn't heard that you're coming, that hopefully you can get everyone in there. So, hey, Tinsley, so I am holding up this new release, and this one's kind of different than what you've done in the past. And in fact, I've done a Tinsley Ellis show on YouTube, and it's all your music from 1991 until today. But you're more of a blues rocker, hard rock, and you can play just about any instrument. But on this Tinsley Ellis Naked Truth on the front cover, is that a resonator?
Yeah, that's one of the guitars that we're playing in concert there at the Coach House. The other guitar being my Martin D35. And Naked Truth, you're right, is my very first all-acoustic album, and I'm real excited about performing it in its entirety.
And you know what's cool about it? Because what a lot of people don't know is blues kind of started with Delta blues. So this album is pretty much kind of like Delta blues, because back then they didn't have electric guitars. All they had were acoustic guitars. So you've really gone out of the normal, and you've created this wonderful album, which is currently last week was number 2 on the Roots Music Report chart. You're kind of battling with Chris O'Leary. He's a newcomer to Alligator record level. So you guys are 1 and 2 right at the moment.
That's true. I think I was number 2, and then I went back up to number 1. But it's a juggling act, and we count on you great stations to send in your reports, so we can get back on the chart if we ever fall off again.
Hey, but at least you're on the top. Okay, well, so this is what Tinsley Ellis looks like. Tinsley, so on my YouTube show, what I did is I actually found all the Tinsley Ellis albums that I got from Alligator, and starting with 1991, I'm going to show these to you. Tinsley Ellis and the Heart. What was that? The Heart Fixer. So that was when you. Yeah, so that's when you had that was the name of your group before?
Well, that was a mighty long time ago, Rick. That was over 40 years ago.
Right.
Started in 1981 and did 4 albums, most of them on the Landslide label out of Atlanta. And had a varying lineup. But then when I got with Alligator Records in the late 80s, I started performing under my own name and dropped the Heart Fixer's name.
Okay, so would this have been the first one with Alligator, the one with the rattlesnake or the snake?
No,
there was one before that.
That was the final Heart Fixer's album that Alligator reissued, and the first album on Alligator was actually Georgia Blue, and that came out in 1988.
Okay, well, I don't have that one. So, and then after that, let me see, I'm trying to do a chronology here. So that was 1991, and that was called Cool on it. And the next one in, let me see, 1994, you had Storm Warning. There's a good picture.
I think you're missing a few in there.
Yeah, okay. Well, these are the only ones I have. Okay, so
Georgia Blue, Fanning the Flames, Trouble Times, Storm Warning.
Okay, all right.
Fire It Up.
Okay, well, so I got
the first ones on Alligator, and then I've come and gone from the labels several times. depending on whether they like the album I have made. And luckily, they like the new Naked Truth. So this one's on Alligator.
Okay, well, so that was Storm Warning. That was in 1994. Then
that was the big one. That was the biggest one I've ever put out, sales wise at least.
1997, you had Fire It Up.
That's right.
And 2005, Real Bad, no, Highwayman. That was a really good one too, Highwayman.
There's a few albums in between the Fire It Up and that one, yes. But, geez, there's just so many of them anymore. And it's hard to keep up with sometimes.
Yeah, well, they're all gonna. I chose like two of my best songs from each album to put it on the YouTube, so
super.
That way people can kind of get a feeling of your music over the years. So then we had, let me see here. Oh, Moment of Truth was 2007. Nice photo of you. And then we had Speak No Evil. That was in 2009.
Right.
Somewhere around there.
Basically every 2 years.
I know. Yeah.
I'm on the 2-year plan, although when I had my own label, I did them every year, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Having an album every year.
So is Heart Fixer your own? Because I have this one, Red Clay Soul, and that has the Heart Fixer music. So that must be your own label.
Yeah, that's when I released my own albums, and I did 5 of those on Heart Fixer Music, and then got a chance to partner that label back with Alligator Records. So now it's a combination of the two, really.
Yeah, that was
very complicated.
That was 2016. You had a great instrumental on there that I played, Estero Noche. Sound of a Broke. Oh, let me see. That was 2019. You had Winning Hand. That was a really good one too. Winning Hand. That's Tinsley playing the guitar with that big hand of his on the guitar. And then Ice Cream in Hell was 2020 during the pandemic, and that one did really well. And this one,
it did well until the pandemic hit, and we had to drive all the way back home from Northern California to Atlanta. That sucked.
That's where you live you live in Georgia?
Yeah. Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay, well, on this one in 2022, Tinsley, it actually made it to my Rick Keys Music Era Band Top Blues album for 2022. Devil May Care, really like that one. And then
thank you.
Yeah. So that one did make it to my list. And so I got Naked Truth here. So this is basically the first acoustic you've done. Hey, guess who else is doing an acoustic this year?
John Mayer.
Sue Foley. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sue Foley is kind of like doing an all acoustic one woman thing. Hey, so when you play at Coach House, are you going to be with your whole band, or are you just going to be solo?
It's just me. This is my solo acoustic album and tour.
Oh, cool. Well, that makes it a lot cheaper. You don't have to move all the people around.
Not necessarily.
At least you don't have
it's a long story, but yeah, this is the format I play in now. I don't think I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna do, because I can do this for the rest of my life. So I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, so Tinsley Ellis has got a great new release here. And if you really like the old style acoustic blues, you're really going to like this. Some really hot songs on there I really like. And hey, Tinsley, can I call you back? And I'm going to end this and call you back in a minute. I need to ask you something.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be right back.